Hi there, it's Miss Pritzel, and I am book talking a special book. We don't actually have this in our library yet, but I've ordered 4 copies of it. It's because the author of the book, Josh Malerman, is the Fox Cities Read author for this spring. This is the Fox Cities Reads book, and Josh Malerman is going to be at the West High School Auditorium on May 11th, so he's going to be speaking to our students. Other schools can come and visit, but it's going to be at our school. So this is just one of his. I think he has 9 books, and he is an adult horror writer. So I want to read the books first, and I enjoyed it. It was very creepy. So one thing I've learned about horror since all of this came about, because I went to a presentation for Fox Cities Reads, and it was about the history of horror writing and everything, is that when you think about it, horror is in a lot of different genres, like mysteries. Some of the mysteries I read are kind of horrific. So this is a post-apocalyptic world where people are committing suicide or murdering other people, and nobody knows why exactly. And there's like these news reports that it's happening and stuff like that. But the one thing pretty much everybody agrees on is that they saw something. They don't know what. So these people end up living together in this house, but when they go outside, they have to blindfold themselves, so they've trained this. And so the main character in this book is Mallory, and she has 2 children with her. They're quite young. I'm not sure what age, because she talks, there's time switches from like when Mallory, before the children were born, and Mallory alone with the children, and she's trying to flee the house that she's been in for a number of years, but she's trained the children from birth on to see with their ears, not with their eyes, really. So it's just a really kind of creepy world, and I kept trying to imagine throughout the whole book, trying to to see with her eyes, and it was amazing how well she trained these kids. And it seems kind of brutal a little bit how she trained them, even from infancy, when they would wake up, they had to learn to wake up with their eyes closed. Just a lot of stuff, but she trained them really well. These kids could hear things that she couldn't hear because that's how she trained them. So when you're deprived of one sense, they say that your other senses are enhanced. Like I said, it's not a long book. It's 262 pages. So it's quite short. This was also turned into a Netflix in 1918 with Sandra Bullock and John Malkovich. So I haven't seen that yet. I am not a horror movie fan, so I'm not sure if I will watch it, but I do like dystopian and even post-apocalyptic books, and I really did like this. It was very creepy, but not so creepy that I couldn't read it before bed or anything like that. So I'm interested in reading more of his books because I'm really excited about him coming in May. So look for Miss Pritzel's. Once we get his books in, I'm gonna have a display and everything, and I'm really interested in getting kids talking about his books because, like I said, a lot of kids enjoy horror. And he writes for adults, but a lot of his books are appropriate for high school students as well. So come on in. I will let you know as soon as we get the Bird Box books, but you can get them on the public libraries. Actually, you can get them on our Sora as an audiobook and an overdrive book, but I only bought 1 copy of each. But if you have a public library card, you can get them, and they have multiple copies of each, so you shouldn't have to wait for somebody to return it before you get it. So once again, Bird Box is the Fox Cities Reads book for this spring, and Josh Malerman is the Fox Cities Reads author. So I'm looking forward to reading more of his books and book talking them as well. Have a fantastic day and keep on reading.